Hey guys, I hope you all are doing good. So today's video is about the tools that we BIM managers and BIM coordinators use to manage a BIM project or to even deliver a BIM project more efficiently, because we all know how tedious Revit can get in certain aspects. And I think so all the BIM managers and coordinators who are experienced into these fields will agree with me with all the plugins and the tools that I'm going to mention today. So try watching this video till the end. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would request all of you to please go ahead, hit a like and subscribe to my channel to be updated about BIM, about architecture, and about an architect who is working into some other country, and yeah, be part of my journey. So yeah, subscribe to my channel, and without any delays guys, let's get started with the video. So guys, as we all are very much aware that in India and in most of the North American countries, we use Revit, Autodesk Revit on every BIM project. So I will be talking about the plugins first, and then I will be talking about standalone softwares that we use on day-to-day basis. So as we all know, like BIM authoring tool can differ from project to project and country to country, but Revit is something that we often use and we primarily use here in North America. So the first tool is a plugin basically. So this plugin name is PyRevit. PyRevit is open source software. Open source plugin. It has no charges, nothing, but one of the most powerful plugin, I must say, in Revit. So we use PyRevit to do multiple tasks like sheet numbering, copying filters from one project to another, copying styles, sheets, templates, everything from one project to another. This plugin gives a very good usage for these copying features that it has. Then one of the tools that I, not regularly, but every day I use this, it's the coloring tab tool. So basically what it does is it colors different project and different tabs into different color combinations. So because of this specific plugin and specific tool, every tab or every project has its own color. For example, one project will be having all the orange tabs. So it becomes very, very helpful for a very high intensive work environment and when we are dealing with multiple projects. So this is one of the tools that we often use. Next tool or the plugin that I would recommend, and we often use this, is Ideate Explorer. And in this specifically, Bimlink is one of the tools that I personally love a lot. There are 2-3 more tools that you can dwell upon later, but one tool that I would talk about is Bimlink. So Bimlink, what it does basically is it generates a Excel file, Excel export from your Revit environment. For example, you can export all the sheets that are present in your project into an Excel format. And if you want to change the numbering system, if you want to change the naming, if you have to change the parameter of the sheet title block, like for example, you have to change the key plan size, key plan type, or author name, author type, author date, all of these, issue, revisions, all of these things you can manipulate using Bimlink. And not only for sheets, but we also use this for families. You can characterize or categorize any family into this Ideate Bimlink, and then you can manipulate the parameters, you can manipulate the names, you can manipulate anything that is open to manipulate of a family. And then once you have done that, you just save the Excel file, then you go to your project, open Bimlink again, and then import this Excel file into your project. And guess what? All the changes that you have made into that Excel will be replicated into your project and onto those sheets and those specific families that you have made those changes in. So this tool becomes a lifesaver for all the BIM managers and BIM coordinators out there to standardize these sheets, families, and all its type. So one of my favorite tools, I would say. Then next tool that I not often use, but we do use this, it's RF tool. I forgot the full form of that, but I will show the functionality of this specific tool. So it has multiple tools built into it. So one is parameter transformer, where it gives you the capability to transform parameters similar to what we can do in Bimlink through Excel, but RF tool provides a window into Revit itself where you can do or manipulate the parameter of a family sheet or any kind of asset that is there in your project. So next tool that RF tool offers is the project setup tool. It is very good to set up a project if you want to set up a sheet type, sheet naming, sheet nomenclature for your project. You can do this setup in RF project setup, and whenever a new level will be created, automatically sheets will be created referencing those levels. So you don't have to go into your project and continuously keep making sheets with proper nomenclature and all of these things. As soon as the level is created, the sheets will be created as well. So these things you can do or automate by using RF tool. So the next tool that RF tool offers is parameter linking tool. So I wasn't believing that this can happen, but you can link a parameter of a family to another family. For example, as you can see in this video, they have linked the rotation of this north symbol to the rotation of the light. Just for an example, I am not doing this example. This is from RF tool video. So you can just turn the north symbol and your lighting orientation in the direction in which the lights are can be rotated. So it is a lifesaver sometimes if you know how to use it properly. Okay, now coming to the standalone software that helps us to navigate through BIM very easily and very efficiently. So the first tool that everyone uses here, especially in Canada, I have seen like every company has the access of this specific tool. That's Bluebeam. Bluebeam is basically a PDF reader on steroids. So what Bluebeam can enable you to do is basically you can link or you can centralize a PDF and give access to that PDF to your entire team. You can work all at once on one specific PDF. You can do live markups. You can show your team that, okay, I'm marking up these things, and the team can see the same thing onto their side of computer. So it is basically a ACC version of PDF viewer, where you have all the PDFs in cloud. You give access to client, consultant, anyone that is there in your project. They give you markup. You instantly get the markup. You instantly review it, and you can also suggest another kind of editing, or you can say that, okay, this issue has been resolved or these markups have been addressed. So these kind of things become very, very helpful in a very large project. So it becomes a very, very helpful tool. Of course, I am also still learning this because I haven't been into Bluebeam a lot, but I know the functionality of it, how it works, how to issue a markup, how to resolve a markup, all of these things. So it will be good that if you also learn about Bluebeam. Last but not the least, this tool is called Drofus. Drofus is another standalone software which links through Revit, and this is one of, I would say, like one of the most critical asset management tool that we have. All our consultants are using Drofus to track the asset in a Revit model. For example, Revit has 1,000, 2,000 families into one project, and how you will track it. So Drofus comes into picture. If your families are built in a certain way, if your families are linked to Drofus, Drofus gives you a separate window outside Revit where you can track all of these assets. You can add or subtract data from your families, and you can resync this data back into Revit. So you don't have to all the time open Revit and do all of these data manipulation, data addition, subtraction, all of these things. You can just open Drofus, go to that specific project, and see all the assets that are linked to that project, manipulate the data, then open Revit, and there will be a button called sync with the Drofus. Once you sync it, all the data that you have manipulated, added or subtracted from the Drofus will be entered into your Revit. So again, this becomes a very important lifecycle management software that a lot of people are using. There are other lifecycle management software that uses the Drofus data. So this becomes a very critical aspect or pivot software that is used in BIM management. So go ahead and learn about these softwares and plugins that I just mentioned. It will give you an upper hand when you are working into BIM. It will give you an upper hand and a good first impression if you are into a BIM interview and if you are just a fresher. If you know these softwares, a company or a person who is taking your interview will trust you more because they will understand that you understand the intricacies of BIM and the management of BIM projects. So go ahead, learn about these softwares. If you have any kinds of doubts or queries, please go ahead, mention it in the comment section. And guys, if you like this video, I would request, please go ahead, hit a like and subscribe to my channel, because this is weekend and I'm doing these videos just for you, just for your betterment, so that you can grow in your life and in the journey of architecture and BIM. So go ahead, hit a like and subscribe to my channel. And guys, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.